Good morning out there, everyone. I am Karin Braxton, and I'm coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. It is a snowy, it's not snowing today, but it's 19 degrees. It snowed very hard yesterday. I'm going to just try to find myself on the iPad here. And let's see, once here we can, oh, there we go. Good. That was fast. Hopefully, today we'll have a much better day than last week. Oh my goodness, last week it was snowing, and I think there must have been snow on the dish, and the reception was so spotty. It was horrible. So I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, today is a new day, and we're glad to, I'm glad it's a clear day outside. It's November 19th, 2024, if you're watching this later on in a replay. I am Karin Braxton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Bozeman, Montana. So I am busy. Last night we had our grandson Jack is 14 now. Some of you have been following me for a long time since he was a young baby. A lot of my classmates. Good morning, Cindy from Colorado. Anyway, he turned 14, went all out to dinner last night. That was really fun. He's just a delightful young man. He used to help me so much in my craft room. Good morning, Jeannie. Good to see you. And then I've been busy with all kinds of appointments, and I'm packing to go to Florida tomorrow. Terry and I are going to Florida for 10 days, and we're going to come back. So I have mostly been busy packing, try to think ahead to what I can work on for the next 10 days while I'm in Florida. So I'm packing a big suitcase full of craft supplies for my classes that are in December. So that's what I'm up to, and I've got to finalize all of that yet today. Plus, I have lots of appointments this afternoon after this. So anyway, I have a really neat fun fold for you today. I'm really excited about it. It's one that I had never made. It's called a flip-flop fun fold, and I learned it from Karen Titus. Actually, I received a swap card, and then I learned the technique from Karen Titus in Minnesota. So anyway, before I turn the camera down, just want to remind you, those of you who are demonstrators, you get the opportunity to pre-order today for the spring mini catalog. That starts January 7th. We demonstrators, good morning, Carla from Wisconsin, we get to pre-order from that mini catalog. We don't have it yet. We have just the PDF. So it's a little tricky ordering, like just seeing that online. And then we also get to pre-order for the next round of online exclusives. So we just had these online exclusives have just started a week ago or so. I love the online exclusives. This is a class I'm going to be having December 19th. It's the most gorgeous paper I've ever seen. We have things like the hibiscus bundle, and there's just really some great things. I did a class on the otters on Saturday. I don't have any kits left. I sold out everything. Good morning, Linda. So those are all, my kits that I made are sold out. I had class members, but then I shipped a lot of them too. So those things are all still available. There's a cute little rain and an umbrella and puppy and a wedding card, old-fashioned card. And I love that. We go to the perfect pair. So those are all some online exclusives. And then we have our mini catalog. This is going to be ending in the very beginning of January. So I have loved this catalog. I could keep using it for a whole year. It's really a good one. So we're going to use one card. We're going to make one card today that is going to be a Christmas card, and one card that's going to be a very much it's a birthday card, but it's very summery looking. And I have a green sweater on. This almost looks like Summer Splash or Coastal Cabana. Those are the colors that I'm using. So actually it's a cashmere sweater because it's very cold out. So anyway, let's turn the camera down. So next week I will be broadcasting from Boca Grande, Florida. That is in the Gulf area. Our island, Gasparilla Island, we have a house that we built about 4 years ago. It was at the end of COVID that we finished it. And we've been going there for about 15 years and rented a house, and now we have our own house, and I have my own craft room there too, so I have a lot of supplies. But you know how things are, they retire and then they get new things. Good morning, Stacy from South Florida, where I'm going to be tomorrow. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate the thumbs up, the hearts. I appreciate the shares. And I want to, and so anyway, so we will be in Florida, and it'll be rather interesting because our island was hit very badly by Hurricane Milton. Well, first by Helene and then Milton 2 weeks later. So there's a lot of devastation on the island. Our house was not damaged. However, my sister-in-law's was, Terry's sister and her husband, their house. But any of the older houses, especially that weren't up to hurricane standards, those are the things that got damaged. Ours has a lot of steel in it, a lot of hurricane-proof windows and that kind of thing. Anyway, but the downtown area and the restaurants, there are only a few restaurants that will be open, but then at Christmas, we'll go back after Christmas. So, do I ever have classes there, Stacy asked. Well, I have not had any classes in Florida, but I'm thinking about it. I actually talked with an art director last year, but I don't know. We have to I'm gonna check that out when when I'm there. Stacy, what town do you live in? Let me know. So, Boca Grande it's halfway between Tampa and Fort Myers, so it's about 2 hours to Fort Myers, 2 hours to Tampa. Englewood is the nearest town. Okay, let's turn the camera down. We have two fun cards. They're both fun folds, so let's get started on that. And let's see, I can't get my iPad to turn. I don't want to rotate. Let me turn. Okay, so let's turn the camera down. Close your eyes if you get dizzy. There we go. And there's my host code. And I always appreciate those of you who order from me. I always send gifts. And I am going to be having a mystery box special that will be coming out. I'm going to type that up tomorrow when I'm on the airplane. And it's going to start on Thursday. So it's going to be a good one. And it's going to be a big surprise kind of thing for anyone who makes orders of $50, $100, $150. So this is a class I have. This is an online exclusive. This is that fabulous Delray Beach on the East Coast. Oh, that's pretty far, Stacy. Anyway, the Marbled Elegance is this fabulous paper. And I have a class. It's going to be December 19th. It's going to be in person or to go. I ship almost all of my classes to go also. So anyway, these are a couple of the things that will be included in that class. So that's December 19th coming up. So I have them all designed. I don't have them cut. But okay, let's start with today's. I am going to be using, I'm going to be using a bundle from the annual catalog. It is called Pocket Thoughts. It's on page, hi Sherry and Susan, good to see you, on page 62 of the annual catalog. And it is, Siri scared, I said something, I said Sherry and Siri popped on. This is a stamp set that I bought right away, but I've never used it. And it has become one of my favorites. I am using it a ton. I have a class December 5th it's the last Christmas class of my series, and it's going to be little gift items and gift cards and things like that. Anyway, so we're going to be using these pocket makers today. The bundle is $44, and the bundle, I will have all this on my after I finish the video, I will post all of the directions and these numbers. But if you want to see it, it is, let's see if I can get it, if it focuses. There we go. It's 163553, page 62. And it has 3 sizes of pockets. I can think of things for the big one and the medium, but I don't know about the middle one, the tiny one yet. Okay, here we go. Here is the stamp set. It's got a really nice happy birthday, a yay for you, lots of love. It's good for a wedding. engagement, birthday, or graduation, or congratulations kind of thing. And we are going to be using, we'll be using this one first. And I felt like, oh, I thought I did a pretty good job this morning with when I was in my closet. This is Coastal Cabana. Look at that, pretty amazing match. I think I don't always do that, not very often. Okay, so I'm going to show you first the card that inspired me. This was a card that I received in a swap by, it's called a Flip Flop Fold. It's a gift card holder by Connie Ingram. I don't know her. I don't know where she is. Hey, Mary Ellen, you have a 4-hour layer of, oh my goodness, where are you headed? I know you're up in northern or eastern Montana, but anyway, so this is from Connie Ingram, and it uses that beautiful marbled elegance. And this is a new online exclusive stamp and die with the cake. It's really sort of cool. Look at that. And there's the pocket for the gift card holder. So like this. This is actually a hotel key from when I was in Wisconsin last time. But anyway, you get the gist of it. But I thought that was such a great idea. Anyway, that's what we're making today, is one of these flip-flop cards. And this is what I came up with for the first one. The second one will be a Christmas card. Very elegant. So this one, do you see how it flips and now it flops? And I'm going to show you how to do that. Really quite easy. But anyway, that's the first card. So let's bring our pieces in. And I'm using Summer Splash. Oh, I thought I was using Coastal Cabana, but maybe I don't remember now, actually. So I don't know if I use this is Summer Splash. Summer Splash, not Coastal Cabana. Coastal Cabana is very, very similar. Okay. So here we go, and we're going to be using, these are all things that came out last May, but are still in the catalog until this May. And these gems are the shimmer gems, and they're really neat. I really love them a lot. So we are going to be doing some putting together first, and then we'll do our stamping. So I'm going to set that aside, and let me get my bits and pieces. So we have a thick white card. So I have a thick white card, 5.5 by 8.5, just like that. Then I have scored it at 4.25, just like always. Just like you would always, and I like to use the thick white for my bases because it's just a little sturdier. But then we're going to give it an extra, sometimes we cut off a section. This time we're going to score it at 1.25. So I'm going to take that's my cutting blade, and this is my scoring. There's my scoring blade. And now, do you see how I'm going to move that out of the way. It's all we need to use that for. I'm going to fold it back and forth. I'm going to go back and forth this way. How many of you have ever made one of these flip-flop cards? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. I'm going to use my really big scissors. I'm going to cut right up to that line like that. There's no measuring on this. You do not need to measure. I'm just going to cut like that. So we have a flap. I'm going to cut this away like you might on a box. And then we're going to cut those two pieces away. Throw those away. I just love this formula for a card. Do you see how this is going to flip-flop? And it's important that you sort of move it back and forth like that. So just a normal card plus 1.25 inch scoring. And there we have it. Okay, so now we're going to just put this together. I'm going to keep my pieces there. There we go. Okay. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. On this card, the one that I made first, I used this designer paper. Let's see, what is it called? Unbounded Love. And I thought I had it, but maybe I don't have the little booklet of it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I do have it. It's called Unbounded Beauty is what it is. And it had all those fresh in colors. Summer Splash, and then some of them are Emerald Envy. So really pretty. And this, I love this pattern. I love that pattern. And I love that one. I just think they're just so fresh. It's so pretty. I like it's sort of a bokeh effect to it. Anyway, some really pretty paper. And so this one I used the solid and the design on the out and the inside, but we're going to do just the opposite this time and see what you like better. So we're going to put the, we are going to put the, things are falling down here. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put this is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to give it a little bit of adhesive. We're going to have a 1/4 inch margin like that. Remember, all of my dimensions will be on my business page as soon as it takes me about 2 minutes. And this one is the solid. I just love that. It just has a little bit of hashtags in there. There we go. I can't read. Let's see if I see any comments. Okay, hello, Montana. In Seattle, traveling to California. Oh, you're going to go for 2 months, Mary Ellen. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's a long time. I bet you needed to pack a lot of craft items to take with you. But it is pretty wintry here in Montana, and I guess I'm glad we're going to Florida. It's a lot to pack up for 10 days, but and then we'll be coming back for the holidays, so with our kids. Okay, that's it. Now you're going to see how easy this is going to be in just a second, but we're going to, first of all, we're going to be putting our pieces together. This is from the Spotlight on Nature. I love that kind of a die. It has so many neat dies. I have that one packed to take with me. And this one's going to be for the inside. That's just a plain stitched. And this is the large or the medium summer splash. Oh my goodness, I have the door closed because my cleaning gal is here and it's noisy downstairs. And now I'm getting warm, and I've got a cashmere sweater on too, so it's sort of a, whoop, got something on there. Let me see if I can looks like some adhesive. These adhesive razors are from Amazon. You can get those very easily. So that's the main part of our piece. And then we're going to be stamping on another one of these little radiating circles. So these are the things we're going to stamp on. And I'm going to just set these things over here. And first of all, we'll just put this on, so we'll get it out of the way. So what I'm going to do is, this is just like magic. I'm going to just put my adhesive right on this tab. Doesn't make any, you can make the tab larger too. You'll see that on the next one. And I'm just going to sort of center this like that. And now watch this. It just flaps open like that. It is so super slick. I love this pattern. Okay, now we're going to do our stamping. So we're going to stamp a cupcake. It's a 2-part stamp. So we're going to do a little stamping on that. Bring in our piercing mat. Here's our little cupcake. This does not have any dies. No dies. And we're going to bring our words in. Okay, we're going to stamp with our, Black Momento. And we're just going to stamp our cupcake in Black Momento. There we go. I'm going to stamp 2 just in case we make a mistake, because it's easier to do it now than later when I'm cleaning things. Okay, and now we're going to bring in our Summer Splash and our cake topper. So this is the frosting, and I'm going to do that in the Summer Splash. And I'm just going to ink it up. And I'm going to, I better stand above it because I've got it sort of far away from me. There we go. And there is our frosting. Isn't that cool? And then we can fussy cut it, and we'll do that in just a second. Let's do our words and all of those parts. And we're going to stamp, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I got it upside down. And this little I love these little radiating dies. They're really nice. Clean that on my chamois. And let's see, and on the inside, we're going to do love you lots. Happy birthday, love you lots. And just a little bit of space to write there, which should work out great. And let's see, I think that's it for the stamping. Now we're going to bring our pieces together. This card is going together very, very quickly. You can see that already. So this is going to go, I'm going to put this here. What I'm going to do is just put a little bit of adhesive on part of this. I don't want it to be attached. I just want part of the adhesive sort of on that little top part. And, oops, you can sort of tuck that seal plus. I'm going to just put it like that. Make sure my birthday is straight. And the lots of love I'm going to put on the inside. And I want to make sure that it gets covered. I'm not going to press it down too hard because I want to make sure it gets covered. Yep, I think that's going to get covered just like that. This is really a fun card. I cannot tell you how fun it is. Let's see what's now. We're going to do now we have, on this one, I colored it with my blends with the brown, the crumb cake. So just real lightly, you can take I used a light crumb cake like this. And just real lightly, just sort of gave it a little bit of color, so it looks a little bit more finished. I left some white space like that. And then I fussy cut it, and with the magic of TV, there it is. Oh, except that one's not colored in. So we're going to color it in real quick. Like that. There we go. Don't you just love how easy that is with it through the magic of all of this? And we're going to pop this up with some dimensionals. And let me get a dimensional out here. Hope I'm in the camera. So, I always appreciate your comments and your thumbs up and your sharing. Share with your friends. That always helps. We will have another craft along, but it's not going to be next week because it's such a short month, and December is busy. So we're gonna have our craft along. I think it's the first Tuesday of December. That will be the next craft along. So that gives me a little time to prepare and send out kits ahead of time if you're interested in that. Okay, and there is our card. Let's put a gem on, and we're going to use one of these. I sort of like the, that's the lighter one is the Summer Splash. Let's see what that looks like. We're going to put it down there on the bottom this time. And there we have it. Our card is already finished. And which do you like better? Do you like the solid front or the designer series front? Which is your favorite? Why don't you go ahead and comment on that? And I will see if we can see some comments here. Thank you, Susan, for sharing. I appreciate that a lot. So which do you like better? Do you like the solid background or the designer series background? That is your decision. Type that in if you would. I want to show you a couple other cards that I got in swaps that I thought were really pretty using this set. This one is a, you like the designer series better, Jeannie, on the front? I think they're both really spectacular. I really love that. I love this fold. Yeah, I really like both of them so well. So here's another card. This person is Susie Wood. Susie Wood is in Iowa, and she is $1 million Stampin' Up! Achiever, really sweet. She's really artistic and very talented. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Susan. Susan likes the solid. Kathy likes both. But isn't that a fun card? Isn't that pretty in the pretty in pink and Crumb Cake? And then here's another card using the same set. And this one is, Dina Rico in Iowa also. Dina is a sweet person. I really talented gal, another $1 million achiever. But she used the pocket and she put it on the front like that, and didn't put a gift card, but just put happy birthday in there. Isn't that a clever idea? And that's that same Unbounded Beauty paper, and lots of love on the inside. That's a great card by Dina. And that is the, what's that called? Peach pie. Peach pie. Okay, that is our card for the first card using this flip-flop technique. And now we are going to make another one with a Christmas stamp. I'm going to move that aside. And we are making this card. I am so happy with this one. I just came up with it. Just like that. It flips. It's so pretty, I think. Don't you love that? I bet many of you have this gorgeous paper. So we're going to be making that card next. And that is, the designer paper is called Season of Elegance, and it is still in the mini catalog. It's right there. And we are using cherry cobbler ink, and which is a great Christmas color. We're using the embossing folder Painted Trees. That's an embossing 3D folder. Really a nice one, thick. And I'm going to emboss that gold. And some cherry cobbler ribbon. Oh, and ladies, this just came back in yesterday, so it's on my list for today. I've got my list 3/4 of the way ready, but it's a really pretty ribbon for sure. It's been out almost this entire time. Great ribbon. And let's see, once we have the stamp sets that we're using, Peaceful Season, and this is a bundle. I'm using this really neat tag. These all have little slots where you can stick the ribbon through. This one's going to take us a little bit more time than the other one. Thank you for sharing, Carla. But I love the sentiments on this set. This is a good one to own, I think. I think it's a great set. The one that's the companion piece for it is Peaceful Evergreens, and it has dies, and it's a really nice set of stamps for winter, I think. So I don't know if that'll carry over. It's a good one. I've used tons of this paper. I love this Season of Elegance, the peacock. This is basic beige, old olive and mossy meadow, and then the cherry cobbler and the gold. It's so pretty, both sides. So the back side is, and this is a specialty paper because of the gold, but the back side is plain. It looks like it's just like painted. It's what it looks like. They painted it, and then they, like that. Okay, you get the gist of it, but it's really great paper for sure. Okay, so let's bring in our pieces, and let's see, what are we doing here with gems? We're using the gold gems, gold textured dots is what we're using for the gems. So I'm going to set those right there and bring in our card, and we have a beige, basic beige, 5.5 by 8.5. I've already scored it at 4 1/4 and at 1 1/4. So that is the measurement. And again, I'm going to bone fold it. Just going to give it really good creases back and forth. Sometimes when you're making fun folds that have a lot of movement to them, it's important to go back and forth. And now I'm going to take my large scissors. I think you all should have a large scissors in your arsenal of products. Thank you for sharing. And this one is you can get any large bladed scissors, I think is good. It helps you cut straighter. So I only use it for, certain things like this. Okay, and then I'm going to, I just did the wrong thing. Oh dear, I cut the wrong, that is not supposed to be cut. Let me see once. Now you're going to have to wait a second, if you would please. Just hold on. I'm going to go get another sheet of paper because I cut this and it's not supposed to be cut. Too much talking and not enough thinking while I was working on that. So here we have another one and another basic beige. And I am going to score this at 1 1/4. whenever I'm doing the 1 inch or 1 1/4, I bring it to this side. Otherwise, I go like this if it's a bigger score mark. So we're going to do 1 1/4. And I'm going to score it with my score blade, back and forth. And then I'm going to bone fold it like that. Let's see if I can do this right this time. Have you ever done that? Been talking away and then not concentrating on what you're supposed to be doing? So we're going to just cut this away. And we're going to leave a flap like that. Oops. I'm going to cut that a little better. There we go. And we're just going to cut those little keyhole things out. There we go. That one's right. On the other one now, what I can do with that one, I won't throw it away because it'll be useful. So now this can flap back and forth. But on the other one, this one, what I can do is just, I obviously cannot use it this way, but I can just cut that all away like that. And I can put some designer paper or a white card mat under here like this, and then that'll show through like that. So, you know, we've done these many times. That's very, very basic. But so it's not a waste. So this, but luckily I had plenty more cut. I'm going to use my little snips to get that a little bit better. So this is my favorite scissors, of course, is my Stampin' Up! Scissors, my snips that I do most of my, or all my fussy cutting, and all my fine cutting with. So that's going to go back and forth like that. And now this is going to be our inside part, 4 inches by 5 1/4, and that's going to go right in here, like that. And let's see, I hope some of you took advantage of that wonderful seasonal sale that we had last week. Oh my goodness, I ordered a lot of cardstock and a lot of blends. And hopefully that'll all arrive today because I want to take some of those in color things to Florida with me. Now this is the front of my designer, my card, my 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And I am going to just line it up like that. Just like that. Very, very easy card. Okay, take that off. And there we have it. Now, on my other card, I used the plain. Do you see how that's plain? I thought we'd change it up this time. Thank you, Pam. Appreciate you sharing. That's so nice of you. All of the comments, it's always fun to go back at the end of the day and read those comments. Oh, on our last card, I forgot the pocket. I forgot the pocket. I forgot to put that in there. Oh, I'll show you on this one. But I am so sorry. I can't believe I forgot the main part of the card. You're probably wondering, what was she doing? Okay, so anyway, so now I have a beige mat, a basic beige. It's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I just thought of that. It's so funny. Okay, and just wanted that to be the same color as my card. So, well, that should work out just fine. And then I have some brushed gold that's going to fit on here. 3 1/8, so it's just 1/8 of an inch. I tried it at a 1/4 and it was a little bit much, so went to 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. And I just put it in my embossing folder, like this. And with the magic of TV, we have this beautiful tree and this gold paper. Do you see how this is our regular gold, and then this is the new online exclusive. It's called brushed gold. Let me see what I have it right here. It's a big package. It's 12 by 12. It's called brushed silver and gold foil, and you get 6 sheets of it. It's just really, 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 really pretty with that brushing on it. You can sort of see that, can't you? Hey, Levon, good to see you from Oregon this morning. Okay, so this is my my embossed piece. Isn't that gorgeous? I love embossing on gold and silver, or any kind of foil, could be copper. So this is going to go in here now. Oops, it looks like it's almost the same size. Let me see if I did this right or not. It looks a little bit off. Looks like I'm gonna have to trim a sliver. Let me just get the sliver off of that. And I think I'll take it off at the bottom, just to maybe about even a 1/16 of an inch is what I'll take off. There we go. Whenever you're working with 1/8 of an inch, it's always tricky to get things on there just perfectly, I think. A lot of people use 1/8, but I tend to use 1/4 inch differences more often. So I'm going to put my adhesive, my seal on here, and then onto my little tiny mat. You see how just a little bit of edge is peeking through there. And now we're going to just attach it, just like I did the other one. And then we're going to do the pocket. So we're going to put our adhesive right on there, on this flap. And so I didn't see whether some of you said you've made this kind of a card before. How many of you have you made a flip-flop? I bet, Levon, you have. So we're going to just put this on. I'm going to center it so all of my pretty gold is showing, like that. And there we go. And there it flops to the other side. Isn't that cool? And here is our pocket. So this is the medium pocket from this set. This is the die. There's my pocket. The Pocket Thoughts dies. No wonder I didn't see it. It was stuck to the. It was stuck there. So we're gonna put that on there. The Pocket Thoughts is what it's called, and I'm using the medium one. The big one is like a full-size card. So now I have die cut this, and I highly recommend that when you do, that you use the tear tape. And I already put that on there like that. If you use your seal or your Seal Plus, it goes over the edges. You do not want to get any adhesive in here, like in the flap inside, because you want your card to go in and out like this. So on this one, I use the basic beige pocket. But do you see how that looks? You can almost, I don't know if you can, if you get any adhesive off, then your gift card won't go in there. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to take this off, and the way I do it is I hold my Take Your Pick tool, and I go right through the middle, and I lift it up like this. And first of all, whenever you put tear tape on, I love the tear tape because it's just like it says, you can tear it. And you always want to burnish it with your fingernail or your bone folder. That's the first thing you do after you put it on. And then that'll come off, that little bit of extra heat. So you take that off, and you take that off like that. And then we're going to just pop it on. We're going to sort of fold it up like this. Isn't that neat? I love this flip-flop fold. I had never seen a card like it either until I received that one in the swap. So here is my gift card. And let's see if I can find this gift card at my Courtyard Marriott. So now it'll slip in there. If you get adhesive on your card, it won't slide in, but it just goes in there. So this is perfect for a Christmas card, I think. Okay, and now we can do our stamping. It's just pretty on its own, for sure. We're going to do some stamping. We have our inside is the same as our outside. And we're going to stamp, I hate to cover that up, it's so pretty. We're going to stamp some things there. And we're going to stamp on this label. Okay, we're going to get our pieces out. Okay, and our cherry cobbler. We're going to get our piercing mat. So we're going to bring this over here. So our piercing mat, we're going to do, it's going to be like a diamond. There we go. Thinking of you with warm feelings. I didn't mean to stamp that, actually. I meant to do the other one. Thinking of you with warm feelings and a wish for all the merriest. And I meant to use the friends and family, but I'll just use that one on the inside. That should be fine. No problem, I don't think. We'll just put that aside. But again, I was talking and not concentrating on what I was going to be stamping. So friends and family are the true gifts of Christmas. And isn't that the truth? It's so much fun to have friends and family around at Christmas. And that is all of the stamping we have. Oh, I keep touching that red ink. I don't want to get it on my sweater. And we're going to put this on the inside. We're going to put that right there on the inside, covering up this gorgeous paper. Oh, I hate to cover it up, but you need a little space to write. Let's see if that's going to cover it. Let's go a little bit more. You want to make sure that this is going to be totally covered. Now it is. Do you see how it flip-flops like that? It's the coolest card. I am very appreciative for the directions that Karin Titus figured out. And this was the swap card that Connie Ingram, the flip-flop fold gift card holder that she made. Isn't that just the best? I love these colors. I'm not sure I would have thought of that navy with it, but it's so pretty. Okay, we're going to put some... Linda said, don't feel bad. I made deviled eggs and forgot the egg yolk. Oh, that is too funny, Linda, for sure. Oh, my gosh. Sometimes we just forget things, don't we? Oh, we get so busy, and that's a funny one for sure. Okay, let's put we're gonna put our, let me get my ribbon scissors out here and get a nice sharp end. This is that cherry cobbler, and like I said before, this is back in stock. So cherry cobbler and gold ribbon, and it is called the satin ribbon, cherry and gold satin ribbon. It is back in stock. I don't know how long it's going to last. It probably won't last real long because it's been so popular. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to weave this in like this and come back up through the other hole. Oops. And I'm going to leave my tails long just so that I can, okay, and I am actually going to put some dimensionals right over that to hold it in place. Just make sure it's in the right place first, like that. I think that looks good. Okay, I'm going to put a few more dimensionals on there. And so... how are you all doing with your Christmas shopping and your Christmas cards? And oh my goodness, I know that we are going to have, once, I like to use a lot of dimensionals, as you can see. Once, Thanksgiving is so late this year. Oh my goodness. To have Thanksgiving on the 28th, is that correct? Next Thursday. And then as soon as that's over with, then it's December. So... I actually was not wanting to go to Florida, but now that we have snow on the ground here, I'm okay with going. Sounds like a good plan. It's actually, I sort of had forgotten because last year I had my surgery and my back surgery, a major back surgery. So I'm 1 year out, and I had my back surgery, and I wasn't able to go anywhere for 7 weeks. I couldn't leave the house. And I was thinking of that last night as we went to Jack's birthday, because our grandson Jack's birthday, because last year we had his party at our house. And my husband did the cooking. And one of my sisters was here at the time. Was it Carla at the time? I can't remember exactly. So I was needing a lot of help. And anyway, so that was last year at this time. And now I'm putting my boots on and going out in the snow. And it's just a little, yesterday was really icy and sort of scary. My husband drove me to my physical therapy at 8 o'clock in the morning because it was so slick out there. I couldn't even see the road. Now it's all plowed and it's clear and it's fine. There is our nice little pocket, our little gift card. Do you like this card? And it just goes in there like that. And then we put some of these gold gems on. We're like this. And we're going to put some medium ones on, I think. Let's see ones. They're really pretty. I love these gold. I don't think you could have enough. These are called the gold textured adhesive back dots. Of course, I love it when they when it has adhesive on it. I'm going to just put those right there between that little like it's coming away from or coming off of that little part right there. And there we have it, just like that. And our card is finished. Very easy. And let's see once now. There we have it. Which do you like better? I mean, they're basically the same. This one I use 2 strands of ribbon, but this one I have the designer paper on the front. This one is the plain. Which is your preference of these? Now, let's go back and finish up you tell me. Thank you so much. Oh, I just think this paper is elegant. And you will want some of this if you don't have it already. And that folder, remember, that is the Painted Trees 3D, and that is available. It was out of stock for a while. Now let's go back to our other card and put our little gift card in here in our birthday, because we always need. No wonder I couldn't find it, because it was stuck to the back of the die cutting things, the dies. So I'm going to put some adhesive on here, and somehow it feels, let's see once. So we're going to put it, this one is going to be slightly different. It's going to, let's see once here. You know what? Which do you like better? Do you like this one better or that one better? I think I like this one. I think I like that one. I think I'll use that. And I think what I'll do is just give this all a good bone folding. I like it on so it's very monochromatic. And we're going to put a little bit of adhesive on here. Let me see, I'm almost to the end of my tear tape, or this might be one from Paper Pumpkin, I'm not sure. But we're going to put a little bit of tear tape. And so what are your plans for Thanksgiving? Are any of you traveling anywhere? Are you staying home? So we're going to be cooking a Thanksgiving dinner at our house in Florida, in Boca Grande. Terry's sister and her husband are going to be there, and they had invited us to have dinner at a place that they belong, but after the hurricane, then that everything was so badly damaged and nothing is open. So anyway, he volunteered to do the turkey, which it's okay. I've done it I've done it probably 40 years. And the last couple of years, he's been doing the Thanksgiving turkeys, and he likes doing that for sure. He likes grilling. He's got everything. So here's our designer paper pocket, and it's going to go on here. I'm going to put it toward the bottom so there's room to slide that gift card in and out. And there we have it. Another birthday. So which of these cards are your favorite from today? Which is your favorite? The birthday cupcake or the Christmas card? Which is your favorite? Yes, our Florida house is okay. Thank you for asking, Susan. We're going to flip the camera, so close your eyes for a second. Our house was okay. The town was very badly damaged. Because our house is a newer house, we have codes from the last few years that the house has to be built up 13 feet, and it's all terraced, so we did have water in our garage, but not in the rest of the house. You love them both for different reasons. They're totally different cards, of course, and but the same formula. So as soon as the video is over, I will copy and paste that and put it in this set of directions. It's too hard to choose, Kathy. Yeah, they were really fun for sure. Okay, that's it, friends, and I will see you next week. I'll be coming to you next week from Florida. And I am so thankful we were able to make it through this video without losing reception this time. Oh, the Christmas one's your favorite. Yeah, it's really special, isn't it? Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Remember, hearts up. If you haven't subscribed, if you're watching this later on YouTube, be sure you ring that bell and subscribe. And have your notifications set so that you know. I know, Kathy, you always say you set your timer, but you can also set your notifications for the videos to come on. So I will see you next week. I will be on Eastern time, so that will be 12 o'clock for me, 10 o'clock Mountain Time, 11 o'clock Central, and 9 o'clock for Pacific. So we will see you next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.